Greetings, welcome to another edition of At the Pictures with myself, Jimmy DePalma, and Chaz Scorcese.
What? Are we doing it with you? What?
Yeah, that wasn't rehearsed. Anyway, this edition, we are going to be looking at The Upside, a new crazy buddy comedy. With,
I'm the downside. I'm the downside. By the way.
Anyway, a new crazy buddy comedy, ill-matched buddy comedy with Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston, or as some folk may know him, the guy out of Breaking Bad. So let's see it. I'm a big fan of mismatched buddy comedies, usually cop type ones. I think everybody knows about Show Dogs. That was actually put a policeman with a police dog in that genre. But this one, it actually has an ex-convict. This is a true story, by the way. I'm sure Chaz will say to you about the true story. This is a true story. It actually puts a convict who doesn't have any experience helping people with disabilities, actually puts him in looking after the day-to-day 24-hour care of a quadriplegic, a very rich quadriplegic, and has to look out for him. I think the initial idea that the quadriplegic had, who he didn't really want to be revived and be living 24/7 in the chair and stuff like that, and his wife had died as well. I think he was wanting to pop his clogs and go into the next life and meet his wife and in heaven or wherever. So that's why he hires this guy who doesn't have a clue, because he thinks the chances will increase that he will pop his clogs sooner rather than later, unless because he hasn't hired a professional that's good at it. So you've got Bryan Cranston, who's immense and everything. I've watched him since he was in Malcolm in the Middle and things like that. Although I only watched the first series of Breaking Bad. He's just an amazing actor and great sense of humour. Kevin Hart just continues to kind of make films that I enjoy. I mean, I loved Night School. He's about the same height as Chaz, but he's tremendously funny. And I know there was a lot of this controversy about the Oscars and stuff like that. But if you go and see this film, he's got a heart of gold in this film. Anyway, I don't know if he's acting. That he's got a heart of gold, but I mean, you can't act that good, because he was really nice in this, standing up for the guy in restaurants and just showing him that life goes on and it's important to enjoy yourself and stuff like that. Nicole Kidman, who it's comedy just having her standing next to Kevin Hart. She's in it as the kind of assistant to Bryan Cranston's character. Who may or may not be holding a romantic torch for him, and that goes on throughout the film. But just it's a lovely film, and it's there are kind of bumps along the road, shall we say, but it's going to end up okay in the end. Well, apart from a couple of scenes, but I mean it's quite heartwarming as well. So I'd recommend people go and see it. It's not a crazy cookie comedy, and it shows that Kevin Hart can do quite serious parts as well, because there were some quite serious scenes in it. Although watch out if you're a bit squeamish or whatever. Watch out for the catheter scene. I was going to go to the toilet at that bit, but I managed to tough it out and watch the whole scene. Albeit I was about 5 seats back by the end of it.
The Upside is about by the trailer you can guess it's about a black man, what's Kevin Hart helping a white man who's known as Brian by Jimmy DePalma says it. But okay, 1 minute. But in the film, it's a real story what happened, and from a really famous book writer called Philip and Del Scott. I remember that's who Kevin Hart played as. Okay, perfect. just pop there. The Kevin Hart is, when you know Kevin Hart's in a movie, it's going to be a comedy because he only does comedy. This is a quite serious movie because it actually happened. It's serious because this man, the story is he loved parachuting and doing it, and they kept on doing it until one day he landed in a tree and it was strapped around his neck, and then it just hit it. Something went wonky with it, and then it got. But he was lucky enough to survive it. And my favourite bit was when they actually find there was a Banksy. There was this horrible art made by Dell. What was this man who hates Banksy? He wants to get rid of him. It costed about £50,000. Well, it was a lot. And then, he said, "Oh, this Banksy, I hate that Banksy. I'm going to buy it to destroy it." Then he buys it, and he doesn't find out it's by Dale Scott. It was really funny. Okay, I just want to say, it's an amazing film. You should watch it. It's a funny comedy, and it is true story. It's realism. What Jimmy DePalma told me was a type of film what can actually happen, not like Mary Poppins, like a woman going through the sky.
Well, there you have it. Just one of the top films so far, 2019, and I'm going to give it. Wait for it. I'm giving it a 5. So 5 out of 5. I think that's 2 films this year I've given a 5 already. So 5 out of 5. Can you top it? It was really good. I enjoyed it from start to finish. And what about you, Chaz? What are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 5. So
5.
That's a 10.
Full marks. Full marks. Long may this streak continue in 2019 with these great films by great filmmakers and great actors and actresses.
By the way, this is night school, and this is my favourite bit. I think I broke my arm.
Yeah, that was the Kevin Hart film Night School, if anybody hasn't seen it. And there's a bit in it where somebody falls off the roof and he goes, "I think I broke my arm." And then when they see it at the weird angle it is, they realise he definitely has broke his arm. So therein lies the humour. But anyway, till next time, folks. You alright? Till next time, bye bye.